Hi, Christy in the Rada Kitchen, and today I'm sharing a way to make a candy bouquet. We're going to make this Lollipop Malt. It's an inexpensive way to brighten anybody's day. It'd be a perfect centerpiece for a birthday party, a good get-well gift for maybe a child in the hospital or just somebody that needs their day brightened up. I guarantee it brings smiles to everybody's face when they see them. So first I went and purchased a malt glass. I got this at a Goodwill or Salvation Army. You can find them in Big Lot stores. They're pretty inexpensive. The plastic ones are really inexpensive. So I purchased that, and then if you want, you can purchase a styrofoam ball that you'll push the lollipop sticks into. But if you really want to go cheap, I always save all my styrofoam that I get on computer products. I think this came with some ribs I ordered through the mail. Always comes in handy. And when you want to cut this Rada bagel knife I have found to be the easiest. So what I did, that's kind of rounded, so I kind of guessed the size. And I just cut it out. It's really easy. I think a serrated blade works the best, so I really like this Rada bagel knife. It does make a mess, so you might want to do it in a different area from where you're working. But once you get that cut out, you just start carving around until it fits. So I kind of would set it in here, and I just keep carving it around, but you want it tight in there. Or like I said, you can go buy a styrofoam ball. Just make sure it fits in there tight. You don't want it to be too high, but you don't want it too low. So now once you have that well fit, now this is a glass one. If you have a colored malt glass, you really don't need to worry about what you have in the middle. And you could leave it clear glass, or you could put like jelly beans in there or some candy. But what I did is I took tissue paper and I ran it through my paper shredder. And that way you can just give it whatever color you want. So this one I'm going to do lime green. And just however much you want. Maybe you just want a little. And then, okay, so now you'll want to cover this, because if you don't cover it, you can see little spots where the styrofoam will show through. So I prefer to cover it. So you don't need a lot, just enough to cover it. I'm just going to cut it. And you don't need any glue or anything. You just make sure you have a smooth part to the top, and you set it in there like that. Now before you start pushing in your lollipops, we're going to put the ribbon on the bottom. So I save any ribbon I got. You can purchase this curling ribbon. You can get this other more decorative ribbon all occasion. And you need about 12 inches, and you just tie it to the bottom. And if you want to get fancy, you can curl it. And if you want to get really fancy, you can cut these littler so it looks fuller. Also, if you want to kind of streamer some of these out before you start filling it, it's kind of cute too. It's just kind of like it's overflowing. Kind of gives it that party look. All right, so then you need a bag of Dum Dums. You need about 32 of them, these little Dum Dum lollipops. And what you're gonna do is just start right at the edge of the glass. And this is so easy. Just want to get them where they're pretty well touching. And you make, we're gonna do 2 rows. So we'll get this first row done. Now, my bag of Dum Dums is enough to make 2 of these, so you'll have leftovers if you buy one of the big bags. All right, so here's the first row of Dum Dums. Now we're gonna add another row just above them. I'm gonna just maybe tilt them up just a little bit because you kind of want it to have that rounded effect. So we're just gonna go just above them at a little bit more of an angle. And again, you're gonna run into those other sticks, but you just keep lifting it up and down until you get it in that right position. Now here's how it looks after we have our second row of Dum Dums on there. If you need to fill in space, that's okay. And now this next row, we're gonna use assorted blow pops. And you're gonna kind of come from the top. And again, it might be a little hard because there's all those sticks from the other lollipops in there, but you just keep working it around. So this one, I did not get quite 12 in there. I think I got 10. That's okay. Maybe your container's bigger. You might need 12. But now it looks like this. And now, kind of the cherry on top, we're going to use about 6 to 7 Tootsie Pops. And I purposely picked the red ones. And you're going to stick these almost straight in, not quite, at a little bit of an angle. And in a row again. Well, these are the cherry ones, so they're red. And again, you gotta feel your way through all those sticks that are already in there. All right, so now I have it like that. And for my last one, I have this raspberry one, a little bit different color for the middle. And there it is done. And if you want to go through, if you see a few spots and you have some leftover Dum Dums that you want to use up, you know what, just stick them in there. Nobody's going to tell the difference. Now for the final touch, I have a straw. You could buy a bendable one. This actually was a silly straw. I had some silly straws laying around. I just cut it off. And it kind of matches my theme. You could use any color. Just stick the straw in there. And there you have your cute Lollipop Malt. And that's a quick, easy way to make a homemade gift that everybody will appreciate. Check out our Rada channel. I will be making more candy bouquets, and I've made a fruit bouquet that you'll enjoy too.